everyone, my name is Kaikun6 and I'm here to do a shopping haul video for you guys. I got a lot this time, and it was only because I have been sort of like taking a break from like either shopping in general or just in general, like just stuff has been happening in the background, and so I haven't like really had a time to like really properly shop until like the other day. And then so I ended up accumulating a lot of these items also, so I was like it's gonna be a lot. So all I can tell you is go get yourself something to drink, something to eat, because this will be probably a very long one. I'm not sure how long, but it's a lot I'm gonna show you because I got a little bit of everything. I got like from HEB to Walmart to Dollar Tree, definitely Dollar Tree, Ross, Ollie's, and who knows where else, probably Costco too. I am not sure. It's a little bit of everything. I was just looking at my Lego Classic box that I always show you guys on these type of shopping hauls, that it's filled with items and stuff like that. So it's like, it's heavy, and I gotta go through that with you soon. So the items that I will show you guys, it's like, it doesn't really have like a pattern or nothing, but all I know is that there's a couple of items on here that, well, one of them I haven't thoroughly like rinsed out and whatnot, because this was like a recent drink type of thing. So, and that's the first thing I'm going to show you guys, and this was from HEB. Ever since the HEB in Rockwall opened, I was like, oh, this is amazing. And so like me and my husband, we will go there sometimes, like at least like once a month, or if not every other month, so that way we can either try out some snacks, some new foods, or even like try their produce and some other stuff. And so like we will buy like the beef riblets and this and that. Like I remembered I wanted to do like a shopping type of thing where I would do like a food haul video hopefully soon, but I felt like since like it just correlates really well with my other shopping finds, I feel like I don't know if it's going to be like a category on its own, but I will show it no matter what on these shopping finds videos. And I have hair everywhere. Anyway, before I start showing you the item, I ended up doing a lot of pre-recorded videos, and so it has been like about a month and a half since I've actually recorded on here. And the only reason being was that I want to say now like 2 weeks ago, my husband and I experienced like a Sahara desert storm type of thing here, and he got really sick. Like he started feeling like the itchy eyes, and like he had like sinus pressure, and he's still coughing as of today, sadly. Like I've tried to help him with like some teas and what we call in my family vapores, like where we inhale like you know, like steam, so that way it'll open up our airways and our nose and stuff like that for sinus pressure, so it'll loosen it up in here, and then plus it'll open up here so that way he can breathe properly because he has asthma. So I've tried many different ways, and he's still coughing up phlegm. And so I found out that he got that from his coworker, which I'm still mad about as of today, because like my husband started feeling a little bit better around like the second week. So he like took off some days off so that way he could recuperate. And so this past week I ended up getting his cold, and I suffered through that for like 5 days. I was very surprised, because whenever I get sick, it don't matter if it's like a common cold, the flu, whatever, I would be deathly sick. I would be bedridden for the week and barely have any energy to take care of myself. But with some willpower, I ended up making myself better. I had chicken soup. I had menudo, which is a stew from my culture, and it has like beef tripe and all that. But like a lot traditionally for me, when I grow up, it doesn't have hominy. For those that put hominy in their menudo, good for you, you know. But like for me, how I grew up, we don't do hominy. We do like tripe and some other meats that go in there. And so that was like basically my soups to have while I was sick. And I ended up getting his symptoms, which was like the itchy eyes around my face, and I felt like the sinus pressure all over, like even in this area, and that's very rare. The last time I had something like that was last year, where my husband ended up getting hay fever, and that's what we thought he got this year too. It just turned into a cold. So anyway, So I have been doing a lot of pre-recorded videos since then. It was like maybe a month and a half full of them. So every single week I would try to upload as much as I could. And then up until last week's video was the last video I had saved on my phone. So that way I would be able to fully recuperate and just not worry about like any sickness or anything like that. Do I feel 100% better? Almost. I want to say at least 98, 99. And that's only because now that like I am now breathing properly, like through my nose, because that was the main thing, was my sinus pressure and this and that. So anyway, I couldn't breathe in through my nose properly, and it was just terrible. So I'm like hoping that like whatever other remnants that my husband has also will get rid of, so that way I will be able to sleep well at night, because I have been losing sleep of his cold, because I feel helpless. I've tried so many different home remedies that has actually helped him get better, but not like fully 100% sure. So I was just like, I'm gonna go see if I could find some other homemade remedies. I'll probably like call my mom one day and be like, hey, can you send me some more remedies and see for what, and if the ingredients that I need I can't have access to on here, I'm just gonna have to like ship it from Amazon or something. So yeah. And speaking of Amazon, I ordered something from there for my husband for his birthday. I'm just waiting for another item to arrive, which is going to be hopefully this upcoming Friday. So then that way next week's video will be an Amazon unboxing, and hopefully my husband doesn't see this, and hopefully none of you guys ruin his surprise, because a lot of like my personal friends on here have actually do talk to my husband, and so I don't want them to, you know, tell him anything like what he got for his birthday, because if not, it'll ruin the surprise. But anyway, most of the time my husband is always busy at work, and so he rarely sees messages, which is like, you know, that's not to say like, oh, he's ignoring you or anything. No, he's just resting up. He's been doing a lot of overtime since February, and the cold out of nowhere came over, so he had to take like a couple weeks off. And then now that he's back to work, he's trying to get into the motion of going back to work and stuff, and so he's been really concentrating on that. And so whenever he tries to respond to you, just be lucky, because at least he has the energy to do that, because that was one of the other symptoms that he gotten from this since the storm was fatigue, and I ended up getting that for like maybe a day and a half. So it was just nuts. So anyway, I want to see if I can start doing more pre-recorded videos for times like that, where I'm like, oh, well, I'm not in the mood to record that day, or like, you know, maybe something happened, or just in general, like maybe something came up and I'm like, oh, I won't be able to record. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. So you'll probably see me wear this shirt again, or some other type of shirt. So, but it'll be probably within the same days of me recording videos, because I need to do more tea videos. I want to organize my sticker organizer. I want to do a lot of things also that requires like a lot of timing for it. So hopefully I'll be able to finally make the time for it. And then plus, I have been wanting to do another playlist story video. I've been wanting to do a lot of those actually. I have so many months to make up for it. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to catch up on that. Hopefully every other week I would do playlist stories, so I feel like I finally caught up, or at least the ones that I think it's worth talking about when it comes to my memories and stuff like that. So yeah. So anyway, enough with that. Hopefully this video won't be too long with me rambling. But yeah, so the first things I will show you is from H-E-B. Like I said, it's a little bit from everywhere. So I went to go to H-E-B this past weekend, and I always go for like the snack aisle there, because I do watch a lot of like European YouTubers, like the Sidemen. I do watch like well, I don't watch like their personal channels that much, but I am subscribed to the Nogla and Terrorizer Reacts channel, and I remember they always talk about this drink, and they do talk about like other snacks that they like, and so it kind of like made me want to like try out these snacks, because they're the only ones that are nearby my house, other than me just ordering off of Amazon and shipping it to the house, right? But I wanted to know if like they had some other snacks too then. And so far we've tried some, like me and my husband tried snacks, and we really liked the Lion bars. I tried a little bit of that, and I really liked it. And then, but I feel like the one that we have tried so far that we're like, oh, we definitely gonna have to get this time again and again and again, is Hobnobs. I love those. I don't know why, but like it just reminded me of like a really, really crunchy cookie that my mother-in-law makes, like I want to say at least once a year, because my husband always requests those either for his birthday, for Christmas, or even for Thanksgiving, whenever we actually do celebrate holidays and stuff like that with them, and which we always do. But like I felt like the past couple years we haven't really like been celebrating it that much, because or we haven't done any like home cooking, because like my mother-in-law finally fully retired, and she's using her energy to concentrate on some other stuff. And so I always felt like she don't need to cook every single holiday. We have done like, you know, one year she'll do the cooking, one year I'll do the cooking, and there'll be times where my husband will order something and it'll be like basically shipped out to the house, or we'll pick it up somewhere, and then that will be like our holiday dinner, right? And then lately we've been invited over to my husband's side of the family for like his nephew's house and stuff like that. And so I felt like I really wanted to do something different this year, so hopefully I'll be able to do that. And that it would be nice, because I felt like this year, ever since my husband got really busy with overtime, we haven't been really hanging out with that side of the family at like much at all. Like literally, I think the last time I have seen my mother-in-law has already been almost 2 months. And that's not saying like I don't want to see her or anything. It's just like I just want to make sure my husband is actually taken care of, and that's like my wife, the wifely duties I need to do. And I want him to be fully, you know, like basically be full in his stomach, and be taken care of, have plenty of sleep, and then just have his packed lunch ready, and basically simple stuff. And so I felt like I have been more concentrating on that than also with my hobbies. Like I want to go back into diamond art painting again, so hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. But first I got to get this room situated. I literally ignored this room for a while, and then I stopped, I tried it again, and I just have the heck with it. I'm not gonna do with it. But anyway, so yeah, so I have been watching a lot of like European YouTubers like the Sidemen, and then No Glare Terrorizer Reacts. They always talk about certain snacks, hobnobs, and that was my favorite one. And then I recently tried this. This was literally today as I'm recording this video, which is hopefully Wednesday night. I went to go try Iron Brew. I think that's how you pronounce it, but this is good. I am not a fan of cream soda, you guys. This tastes like an orange creamsicle thing. So yeah, and so I'll show you guys the information on here. But yeah, I went to go try this. This is really good, and I'm not a creamsicle type of girl like at all. I don't like cream soda. I've tried Dr. Pepper's version, is all right, and I have tried to see if I like any dirty sodas and stuff. It's not my thing, you guys. I don't know. I have never liked it, and because I never grew up with the stuff. So I felt like maybe my taste buds would change as time passes, and it has for the past couple years. But this actually like is really good. So I want to give props to Terrorizer and No Glow for this. This is delicious. I hope I can get some more the next time I go to my HEB. So yeah. And then now I gotta show you guys some bottles that I feel like I have gotten at Buc-ee's, maybe, or some other place. I don't remember. I know this one. This one was from Dee Dee's, because so ever since like I started seeing some videos again with like water talk, drink talk, tea talk, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna call it the drink talks, because they also do some different types of drinks. That they just don't do just water. They do also like, you know, sodas, like energy drinks, blah blah blah. Anyway, but I have been mainly just getting back into green tea, just because of my PCOS, and like I'm starting to grow back my beard again, and that's okay. But yeah, so I was like, I wanted to like get back into it, and I wanted to see if I can try something new. And so I ended up trying to see if I could find these syrups in person, because I have seen many people say that at their local Dee Dee's, which mine is not very local. I had to literally travel 40 miles or even more than that out of my way just to go find it. But I do have like a Ross nearby, this and that, but I wanted to try like to find these syrups in like bigger cities to see if like I could find them. I only found one, I think, and I will be showing you guys that. But yeah, so I went to this Dee Dee's that is right next to an Ollie's, and I'll just show you guys the findings I have in there. So I went inside there, and I went to go look, and then I found this Prime one. I have never heard of this, the Frostbite Fusion, and it was only $1.89. So I was like, that's pretty cheap. And when I went to go try this, I was very, very confused at what this flavor is. And then next thing you know, I was like, it does taste like it's orange, but there's something else in there. I'm not sure. But I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. Honestly, this is really good. So this is going on my Prime wall. I'm hoping I could update this wall with like more shelves. I'm thinking about like expanding a little bit, so hopefully I'll be able to do that and probably put more shelves up. I don't know. It's been overcrowded lately now with Prime bottles and Prime things and stuff like that. And so yeah, I think this one was at I want to say is Buc-ee's, I believe. And this one is kiwi berry. This was really good. Even my husband liked it. He didn't like this one that much. He gave it kind of like an 8, 7 out of 10. I gave that one a 9. This one was a 9.5 out of 10 for me. My husband agreed with me on this. It literally tastes like you're actually like, you know, drinking kiwi juice, and I enjoy it. So I was just like, I want to find me more. Have I found more? No, because I haven't been to Buc-ee's in a long time. So yeah. And then this one, I forgot where I got this from. I got to ask my husband for this one. But this one is Citrus Tide. I was shocked about this. I was like, wow, this was really good. Oh no, I know where I got this now. Thank you. Now that I remind myself, this was at a local donut shop that I go to, or like me and my husband, we found this donut shop. Well, I want to say the origin of the story was my mother-in-law saw this donut shop and was like, I want to try it one day. So me and my mother-in-law, we went to go try it out. Really delicious. And so my husband and I started going there whenever we could, and then so we started. We stopped there going for a little bit because we wanted to try some other places for breakfast and all that. And the next thing you know, we ended up going back to that local donut shop, and I saw this, and I'm like, I'm trying it. Excuse me, I'm trying it, and this is really good. I can't tell what flavors there are in this one, but it definitely has the citrus flavor on there. So I believe there's like maybe orange, mango, pineapple, whatever this is. It is really, really good. And I'm giving this one also a 9.5 out of 10. My husband gave it a 9. So, and he agreed with me on the 9.5, but I haven't said so for the kiwi berry. So yeah. So then I don't have a bottle for this one no more, but I'll show you the packaging for it. So as soon as I remembered I was going through Dee Dee's, I went to go next door, which was in Ollie's, and it was in the Garland area. So I decided, you know what, maybe, like, I'm just going to give it a try, you know, like, see what they have. So my husband claims that he's never had this before, and I showed him the bottle, and I have the bottle somewhere hung up on my shelf. So I told him, like, we've had it before, and he's like, are you sure? Because I don't remember. And I was just like, okay, whatever, let's try it out, because it was pretty cheap. I don't remember what was the price on it. $5.99 for this, and I'll tell you guys, it was worth it. Because I had never thought that Ollie's would have it, but they had this flavor of Prime, which is the strawberry cream one, or that says on the bottle, but it's the nightmare version of this drink. So there's the info on the box itself. So yeah, so there you go, KSI the nightmare edition. And we drank all of those bottles. I think we had, like, he had his 6, because this is a 12 pack. I don't know if you guys can tell. This is a 12 pack, and this was $5.99. So that way I can just show you guys. I'm glad I kept the label for it, but there you go. This is the Ollie's label. So $5.99 for 12 bottles. I felt like that was a steal. And my husband just wanted to try it because he thought that maybe he never had the flavor before, and I told him we have, and so I ended up proving it to him that day when we came back home, and he's like, well, that's okay, like, at least I tried it, and it was really good. And so he had a few days with it. He drank his 6 bottles, I drank my 6 bottles, but that took like days to go through it, because I have been drinking some other, well, ever since I got my cold, I stopped drinking them. So I ended up just drinking so much water to the point where I felt like, oh, I got better within like 5 days. That's great. And then I went to go back to drinking Prime, and then I feel a lot better. So yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys the packaging. So yeah, that was basically that for probably the bottles, but I do have some other drinks that I need to show you guys because I thought I had them all categorized and separated, but I do not. So I will show you some more stuff from Ollie's in it once I get around to it, because there's a lot still that I need to show you. So yeah, so I also been to Walmart so many times also for the past couple weeks. I've been doing like order pickups. I also been inside the stores to go get medicine, not only for myself but for my husband. And then I was telling him like I wanted to go inside the store now that I feel better, and he's like, all right, let's go. So he decided he wanted to basically do a pickup order instead. And I was like, are you sure? And he was like, yeah. And then, like, I guess we changed our mind from there because we already did a pickup just not that long ago from where I went to this past weekend. So I ended up going inside the store now that I felt a lot better from my cold. And I wanted to go get these again because I ran out of my current packaging for them. And since I have been writing a lot since I finally got better, I have been I've already finished like one short story, even though it was like that thick in pages. So that I only had one left from like well, I wrote some other short stories since then when I got the last time I had these, but like from that other one, I used up all of them for this one short story that was like yay thick. I want to say probably yay thick of pages and sheet protectors. And I only had one left, and I told my husband like I need to go back to Walmart to get this. And then I wanted to go get binders because I have another project I want to do, and hopefully I'll be able to do, because it's like I want to do like categorizing scrapbooking, because the way that I scrapbook now ain't working for me. And plus the binder that I have it in, it ain't working for me either. So that binder is going to go to my husband while I go get some other binders that are cheap at the thrift store. So that way I'll be able to label it how I want to label it and categorize it how I want to, instead of just like me just shoving it all in one area. So that way my scrapbooking will be everywhere. So hopefully that would help. And I know I need to grab a few of these for that type of scrapbooking, but excuse me. Anyway, so I ended up grabbing this again, and I'm back to just writing again. I already finished one of the short stories I had in mind, and then I am currently working on one that has been haunting me for weeks to do. I felt like no matter what I do, I felt like once I'm off my phone, I feel like I think about this short story a lot more. And then it got to the point where I was thinking about it in my dreams, and it just got ridiculous, you guys. So if you're a writer, you know, basically. So it's like your brain will not stop thinking about it until you actually write it down. And so once I finally started writing it down just the other day, I was like, yeah. So so it's empty right now, but yes, because I wanted to show you guys that I already emptied it out and I'm actually starting to use it. And so hopefully I'll be able to get more binders soon. So I am due for a thrift store shopping trip experience. So not only do I get binders, just more for my short stories, but also for my scrapbooking, because I need to organize that too. It got really ridiculous. I have a 4-inch binder that's for my scrapbooking. It's already full, and I can't do with it no more. I got to do something about that. But yeah, anyway, now I gotta go move on to a bag that a very nice lady from Dollar Tree gave me all my items in here. It is fucking huge. So I'm gonna have to start taking them out little bit by little bit. I'm just gonna toss them everywhere around you guys. So yeah, so the first things in this bag, I am so glad to have them back in my life, are these slider ones. And there's like 2 of them, and there's 6 of them, so there's 12 of these in total, and it's a 2.5 gallon food storage thingy. So I ran out of these a long time ago, because as usual, whenever my husband and we go to H-E-B, we try to use like bigger bags, like usually the gallon ones, right? I have the gallon ones too. I'll just show you guys in a second. But I've been trying to find like all different sizes of these type of like Ziploc bags, and of course a lot of them are not that cheap. So I went for like the Dollar Tree brand, and they worked so well for me. Like, it's surprisingly. I remember for one of these bags fit a whole thing of cooked chicken leg quarters. That's a lot. And I don't remember how much this one from H-E-B had, but it had way more than Walmart had them, and they were way cheaper. So I know there's a lot of stuff that on rollback right now, but since I was already at H-E-B just this past weekend, I wanted to, you know, stock up on chicken leg quarters because I want to go back to eating a lot more protein now that like I'm feeling a lot better. So I felt like one of these bags would be perfect to store those chicken leg quarters, and it was perfect. I think literally I told my husband, like, I think there was like maybe 10 of those in Walmart, and then I swear I remember I counted the ones from H-E-B. Sorry, I couldn't even think of the store. I think it had like 12 or 14 of them. That's a lot. And at least Walmart's were kind of like 5 something. I don't remember, but I felt like it was a little bit more cheaper at that time. But I remembered I almost paid like 6 something for those bag of leg quarters. H-E-B has them for $5.96. At least when I had them. So I was just like, yeah, I gotta go get these. So I ended up grabbing them. I grabbed 2 of them because they're going to be a lifesaver for me when I have to marinate meats. I also had the gallon ones. So here's 2 of them, and each one has 13. That's going to be 26 bags in total. And like I said, these were perfect for me, especially when I had to go put some tortillas in here just to like store them away. Or if not, I had to go marinate like a small pack of meat. So I can put them in here, just swish it around so that way they can be marinated very well. It was perfect. I have used the one for the quart, the sandwich bags, and I think that's all the ones that they have, I believe. But I still have some of the other bags, so I just felt like I ran out of the bigger ones, so that's why I ended up grabbing them. And then the next thing I grabbed were these gift tissues. I couldn't find solid white ones because I'm running out of white ones, especially since I have been doing like pack and order videos for Mercari. So I felt like I hope this is okay. I hope, because I do have some other colors still. I don't know if you guys can see it in the background right here. I do have some other colors, but I wanted the standard white one so that way it would look like a little bit neater when somebody opens up their package and they're like, oh, you know, like it's very, very fancy. Because I felt like as soon as I had a package that had that white paper on there, like this, I felt like that is very fancy. This seller put a lot of thought into it, and so I took that idea from them since. So every single time whenever somebody orders at least one clothing item from me, I wrap it up in tissue paper. Anything more than one, I don't do it because I feel like it's gonna be too much, and then I ran out of gift tissue really fast. So yeah, anyway, so I did that, and then I went to go check some other spots at my local Dollar Tree because that's where I got these from. And I ended up getting these, which is the McCormick storage containers, which is the B label on there, I guess. I ended up grabbing these because I am getting sick and tired of whenever I'm doing breading of anything. I recently made tortas de milanesa, and it came out good. I had to use plates to do the panko and the flour, so that way I can, you know, do the dredging. Basically I would do the flour, then the egg, then the panko, then fry it. And I was getting tired of the stuff falling on the sides of the plate, and I thought I had some extra things for it. No, I ended up using it to do some meal prepping. So I just said, okay, the heck with it, I'm just gonna go grab me these, and these are only going to be used for flour and panko, so it's gonna be perfect. All I need to do is just season the flour and the panko if needed. I know the flour needs to be seasoned, at least for my taste. The panko is perfect, and then throw the meat in there, shake it up with the lid closed, and then there you go, I'm done. So those are gonna be just for that. I'm gonna make sure of that. I feel like I need to label those because as soon as I ended up getting this, which I'm going to show you guys that. Do you remember this from a previous shopping haul video? This one. This is a square one. I have 2 other square ones, and they were meant to be used for like the flour and the panko whenever I had to do breading of any kind. I started using that for meal prepping. One of them is for white rice. The other one is for mac and cheese or any baked pasta thing that my husband will want. Now for this one, what I'm going to be using it for is going to be for red rice. My husband has been wanting some red rice, and I said, you know what? It's been a while since I made any. I'm going to make it, and this is going to be filled with red rice when I'm done with it. Like, it's been ridiculous. Like, I feel like I started doing a lot of meal prepping lately, and it has saved me some time and literally some money, so that way I don't have to, like, you know, have my husband go get his lunch somewhere, or he'll be like, oh, well, I don't have that much, you know, options. And then like, whenever I do pack his lunch, it's like literally like 90% of the time, I always ask him, what do you want? Do you want rice? Do you want pasta? And then if a different option gets given to me, I will do that. And since he recently asked for red rice, I'm making him some red rice. I already emptied out my white rice and my mac and cheese that I've had in there for a week. And yeah, well, actually it's been longer than that, but we ended up eating the last bit of whatever we had in those bowls with some buttered chicken. So it came out good. Anyway. And also, during the time when I have been staying at home, taking care of my husband, and not doing that many dishes, I decided to go get paper plates. I'm not sure if these are the same paper plates that I have gotten last time from Dollar Tree. I don't remember what they look like, and I thought they might have been the similar ones to these. But when I went to go test it out, I went like this. Like, I tested the durability for these, and I said they might be the same plates. So I ended up grabbing 3 of them because I am a lazy fuck. Okay, you guys, I do dishes every day, and sometimes that gets too much for me, and so I have to freaking settle for paper plates. Is my husband gonna yell at me for that? No, he don't care. As long as the food gets on a plate or in a bowl or some sort of container where he's able to eat his dinner very well. So yeah. So then after that, we went to like other sections of here. So let me go put all of this back in this bag because it's going to be a lot for me to put away for next time, because I still got a few more things to show you guys from Dollar Tree, and I don't even know if there's any other Dollar Tree items in there. So excuse me when I start shoving things back in here. The rest of the stuff is going to be staying here. So yeah, so there you go. And it's a huge bag. I was surprised they even had this bag in the store, because they never ever give us big bags. So yeah, so gonna go put away these now. So give me a second. So now on to like the stuff that my husband has actually requested for, and like at that time he forgot his wallet, so he ended up having me pay for it, and he gave me the money that he was going to go in to get. And other than a couple of drinks, I think I have them in my fridge. So I don't know if you guys don't know, I forgot the brand. Is it Pure Leaf? Whatever. Anyway, you know the mental focus sparkling drinks that everybody's been going around and saying that it's really good? No, it's not. We found 2 of those. One was raspberry, one was, I think, peach. The peach one tasted better. Forget about the raspberry. It tastes like battery acid. So that's my review for those. The peach one, hopefully I'll be able to include it in the thumbnail in this video of what the cans look like. And if not, I'm going to see if I can somehow. Anyway, or not link the product into a link down below in the description. But we still have those 2 cans in our fridge. So yeah, raspberry, 0 out of 10. It's disgusting. The peach one, I want to give that one an 8 out of 10. So there you go. That's my review. So yeah, so my husband ended up giving me money for not only those drinks, but these soaps. And this is usually, I never share these type of soaps because a lot of people have opinions of Dove, and some of them it doesn't work for them, especially if it says sensitive on here. Just do your research, you guys. All I know is that these soap bars work for my husband, and it's because he has also contact dermatitis. He has gotten that over the years, and it was just ridiculous. It's like, I felt bad for him because he, no matter what he does to wash his hands, it gets itchy sometimes after a while. He has to put lotion on, and the lotion that he has now works for him, but you know, he has to wash his hands often at work because he touched a lot of like food products and dirty products also, and that washes away the lotion. Hence he gets dry hands, and then it doesn't help him except when he's at home. And since he has been home a lot, he used up a lot of his Dove bars. So we usually buy a lot of these at a time. This time he bought 4. Hopefully that will last him. And honestly, he goes through like a bar every 2 to 3 weeks, depending how often he washes his hands. And he does. Is he a germaphobe? No, but he is close to one, just to let you guys know. But yeah, the next thing I want to show you from Dollar Tree also are these mesh strainers. I use these bottom 2, or like this bottom one, for my sink strainers because they work perfectly on there. Yeah. That one, the ones that I have now are starting to get a little bit crusty, and no matter what I do to clean them, it's stuck on there. I just said, you know what, the heck with it. They're very cheap. I'm going to replace them, and so that's why I got them. I don't know what I'm going to use the smaller ones for, but what I am planning on doing, oops, my other tripod fell. That scared me. I don't know if you heard that. But I wanted to do something craft related with these, and then I told myself, no, I'm not going to do it no more. Yeah, I'm just going to probably, like, I don't know, give them away or something, or basically try to sell them on Mercari. I don't know. I'm just trying to find a way how to get rid of a lot of craft items I have, a lot of kitchen items, so hopefully that will work for me. One of the last items I will show you in this, like, well, I'll just show you this one. Wastebasket. I ended up getting it in this this color because I thought it was really cute. It doesn't say, like, how many liters, whatever measurement it is. I wanted to replace the little trash can that I have on top of my dryer, and it's not for lint. No, what it is dirty socks. I have a little the little smaller wastebasket that you find at Dollar Tree. I had to fill twice for a mesh laundry bag, so that way I can wash my socks and my bras properly. And it's gotten to the point where the actual wastebasket itself, the bottom part has broken off, and I was gonna get another replacement, but when I saw this, look how big this is, you guys. This is gonna be perfect for my socks, right? Yeah. So that's why I ended up getting them. So, and I told the lady that's what they're gonna be used for. She's like, that's a great idea. All you need to do now is like prop it somewhere on a wall or on a shelf, and then just throw your socks in there. I was like, thank you for giving me that idea, lady at Dollar Tree. You're very wonderful. I think her name is Joy. Thank you, Joy. So yeah, last item in this wastebasket, batteries. I ran out of batteries again. And I've been using them to replace the light fixtures that are in my bathroom, and they've been going really quickly, but they still last for a very long time. I really like them. So yeah, so that's basically my chip from there. Now let's go move on to my Lego Classic box. I already know this is a very long video, you guys, and I'm sorry, but I need to ramble on and explain things, so that way if somebody actually manages to answer, have a question in mind, if I've already answered it for them, that's fine. If not, they can always still ask me in the comments down below. So yeah. Now, there's a few things in here that may seem familiar to you, and hopefully it does, because one of the items is from Costco, and if you've seen my shorts videos for the tees, you've already seen them. And was it a sneak peek? Yes. And I'm sorry that I didn't do like a follow-up video on that until now, because I've been doing a lot of pre-recorded videos, and then I ran out of those, so hopefully I'll be able to do more pre-recorded videos. This was in my local Costco. I went to go get this last month. Liquid IV, and it has white peach and raspberry lemonade. This is delicious. I love both of them. I really do, you guys. I love them. And I know I sound intense right now, but I'm telling you, it's so good. I really, really love it. And I started doing it with my tea videos also, if you have seen them. They're delicious too. I cannot wait to try them just by itself with the green tea. I cannot wait. I had to make a new batch, because the batch that I made last time that you guys seen for the previous shorts video for my tea, it's been sitting in there for a couple weeks, and I had no idea if it was still good. And when I went to go taste it and smell it, like, I went with my gut, and like, it tasted fine, but I was just like, you know what, I'll just make a new pitcher. And so that's what I did last night around midnight. So it's gonna be ready for midnight tonight. So we'll see if I'm able to make those shorts sometime soon. So yeah. So yeah, that was from Costco. This one is from Ollie's. This was $1.99, and look what I found. Tea concentrate. Green tea with lemonade. I cannot wait to try this. I felt like this is delicious, and it's by Lipton too. I didn't even know this stuff actually existed. I thought maybe my local Walmart would have this one or whatever. No, I don't know. So all I know is that it's just tea concentrate, and all you have to do is just mix equal parts. Oh, well, I have to go shake the carton, of course. That's what it says on there. Then mix equal parts of the concentrate with water, and then pour over ice or serve cold. And then they tell you like the caffeine levels on here and all that. So yeah, and this was $1.99. I was like, I had to snatch it up, you guys. I was like, oh my god, I was so excited because I have had regular green tea with lemonade. I love the stuff. It's like one of my favorite drinks as of recently. So I only got that. I got that one, and then I got the Southern sweet tea version of this, also for $1.99. And these were the only two variations that I found at my Ollie's, which was in Garland. I wanted to go to the one in Mesquite, but it was already too late. So yeah. So there's this one, also $1.99. Same thing. Shake the carton, mix equal parts water and that concentrate, and then just serve it over ice or serve cold. So there you go. And then the caffeine flavor for this one is higher than the green tea one. So yeah. And also when we were exploring there, we also found a few things in there. And this one was also from Ollie's. They already came out with their Halloween stuff. And yeah, kitchen towels. These were $2.99 each. So there's this one that says Happy Halloween. They had some other designs for them, but my husband likes these ones more. Isn't that cute? I love jack-o'-lanterns. They have always been one of the things that I obsessed the most when I was a kid. I love jack-o'-lanterns, and I love ghosts. Like, recently, ghosts and bats. Bats were not really my thing when I was growing up, and now that I'm an adult that has adult money, now I started liking bats, and I'm like, I'm forever liking bats. So, yeah. This one was also in Ollie's, surprisingly. I was like trying to look for these flavors, like I said at Dee Dee's before. Then I went next door to Ollie's. I found this one. I'm taking it home. It is Syrup Street's brand. It's a brand, and is Peach Delight sugar-free coffee syrup. But I'm gonna use this for tea, y'all. So yeah, there you go. It's peach syrup, and yeah, it has like a kind of like a recipe on there. I was like, ooh, I got excited. But yeah, there you go. Ollie's, $3.99. I cannot wait to get some more syrups there. If they have the other fruit syrups that I've been looking for, I'm going to grab them. So yeah, and then now the last item I'm going to show you is Black Tea Peach. That's what it says on the box. And all I know is like maybe it's black tea with peach in it. I am so excited because I really love making the shorts for you guys whenever I make some tea. So yeah. And I forgot how much is it. I forgot to show off the price. Hopefully where's the price on here. $1.99. That's pretty cheap to me. And it has 20 bags. So I don't know if you guys had a close-up of that packaging, but there you go. And there's the information for it. There's the branding, and then the information that you need down there too for the pricing and all that. So yeah, so that's basically much it I want to show you guys. Like, it's just been a long day for me. I still have to do a lot of like chores to catch up. I still have to do some dishes for sure, because that to me it's still a lot to catch up. So yeah, all I need to do now is just clean this all up, try to make a thumbnail for this video, and I look like a mess right now. I'm looking at myself in the camera. It's just a mess going on. And but I feel like I feel a lot better now. I don't need to go to the doctor or nothing like that. I'm just so glad that my homemade remedies actually worked for me. If only they were as effective to my husband, because like I said, I feel really hopeless whenever I see him get sick, because like, I love how everybody says like men act like babies when they get sick. Yeah, but my husband is different, because not only he has some other health conditions that go with it, but like most of the time he doesn't even know what to do whenever he gets sick. And so I felt like that's my job, and I'm proud to do those type of jobs to make him feel better. So I've been pumping him up with medicine, with a nasal spray too, because I have seen and heard from my mother-in-law that basically her husband, my father-in-law, uses a nasal spray just to breathe sometimes, and that's just for his allergies. But when I heard that he used it a few times when he had a cold, I decided to relay that information to my husband. My husband said, buy it and then I'll use it. He used it, he breathes fine with it, which is so surprising. So I was just like, oh wow, life hack, you know. But yeah. So other than some other remedies that I've had, like I gave him so much soup, I gave him so much ginger, garlic, turmeric tea, and yeah, it's it has been working a lot, but not much. Like, he's still coughing up phlegm, like I told you guys. But the coworker that ended up giving him the cold, and then the other coworker that also got his cold, has had this cold for 3 weeks, and he's still coughing up phlegm. And I'm not on my watch. Like, I know my husband had to slow down a little bit on the medicine taking and the tea making, because I got lazy, and then plus I thought that maybe he might not need it no more. But when I heard him cough, I'm like, to the rescue, I need to do your tea. And so I started doing his tea again. So but yeah, so I think that's it. I'm just gonna go right now, you guys. I gotta go organize some stuff. I need to pre-record some other videos that I want to do now that I have more room on my phone, and so that way I could just do some more shorts and some other ideas that I have, and then I still need to do the playlist story videos, and hopefully I'll be able to do that. But I want to do this like really big shopping haul thing video, because it's a lot of items. As you can see, there's like the timing on this video, it's already a lot. So yeah, so I'm gonna go now. So hopefully you guys have a lovely day and a lovely week, and I'll see you guys next week. All right, bye everyone.